Paula. I'm Kathy Friedland from Florida, and welcome to my kitchen. I am so excited about this contest because Philadelphia cream cheese is a product I use every day. I purchase it every week in any variety that it comes in, and I just wanted to show you that my husband has it every morning on his bagel, and I actually like it on a fresh biscuit sliced open with strawberry preserves and regular cream cheese. The possibilities are endless with cream cheese. We love it. You can use it in dips, in recipes, in soups, and desserts. And also now we're using it with a lot more recipes. The recipe that I'm going to make today is a side dish, and it is called Bacon-Pecan Eggplant Casserole. It's got all these yummy flavors, and you will just love it. What I've done is I've got one large eggplant that I have peeled and I have cubed and I have sprinkled with salt, and I have laid it in the colander to rest for a little while. I've also preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I've got 8 cups of water with a teaspoon of salt to let it start boiling, and then we're going to put in our eggplant. What we're going to do first is we're going to rinse off all that salt. Because what I learned about eggplant is there's a bitterness about it. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to add in the eggplant, and we're going to let that cook for 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put my timer on for 5 minutes, and we're going to let that cook. It's going to get soft. It's not going to get mushy, and it's not going to be all the way cooked, but it is going to get soft. So you can just see how nice and green it is, and it's going to get cooked in a few minutes. The other ingredients that I'm going to use is 4 ounces of Philadelphia brown cream cheese that I've sat at room temperature, which is a half a block, 2 tablespoons of butter, 5 slices of bacon that I've already fried on the stove, and I've crumbled it up nice, so we're going to put that in there, 1 clove of garlic, 1/4 a teaspoon of pepper, we've already used the salt, and 1 can of French's fried onions, which is the smaller can, and 1 small evaporated carnation milk. Don't use the condensed milk, ladies, because this would have sweetener in it, and this is just evaporated. I've also used the sharp cheddar chopped cheese, a cup, and I've also chopped up some fresh pecans, a half a cup. So we've got everything ready here, and then we're going to spray the casserole pan too. So with cooking, I've decided that I'm a mom. I have 3 daughters. They're all in their 20s. They all want to cook, but they're a little nervous sometimes. So I always tell them, don't be afraid to experiment with food. It's just food. You may want to make an Italian meal, and when you get home you realize, I don't have mozzarella cheese, I don't have Italian seasoning or breadcrumbs, and then I look in the pantry and I've got cheddar cheese, I've got taco seasoning, I've got some spices. Well, now you've invented a brand new recipe that you can call your own, and your family will love it. So don't be afraid to play with food. It's not brain surgery, and ladies, it's not the Last Supper, it's dinner. Over the years that I've been married, 29 years, I've been cooking on the stove, I have realized that if it's not burned or raw, somebody's gonna eat it, and they're gonna be back tomorrow. So it's not the Last Supper, ladies. Pointers, because for the past 2 weeks I have gone through a lot of recipe books. I've gone on websites, I've checked out my competition to see, you know, what am I going up against, you know, what are they making, what can I do, and I noticed nobody else used eggplant, so I thought I'm going to invent something. So I'm very proud I invented this recipe this week all by myself, and I hope I make you proud by making this recipe. I think that you would really like it. It just seems that in today's times, moms are so busy. They need stuff to make that is quick, you know, in between soccer practice and running back and forth to meetings. And you want something affordable, you want something reasonably easy to make, something quick, and something nutritious, and also something delicious. So if you choose not to put the bacon, this could be also a delicious vegetarian dish if you don't want to have the meat in it. So when we plate it up in a little while after it comes out of the oven, you're going to see you could even put chicken, pork chop, meatballs, meatloaf, even some fish would be delicious with this meal. So we're going to get ready to make it right now. And I think that you are going to love this recipe. Let me just pour this in the... Now what I do, Paula, is I use the same pot because it's nice and hot and it's just got the same things in it, so we really can just use the same pot. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the 2 tablespoons of butter, get that nice and soft in the pan. Then we're going to add that garlic. Oh, it's already smelling good. Now the cream cheese, which has been at room temperature, just so it gets nice and soft. And you'll see how easy cream cheese does melt. Lately, I've been using a lot of cream cheese, substituting cream cheese where I used to put sour cream. So now I use a lot more cream cheese. And it has so many flavors, it's just delicious. Okay, the next thing we're going to pop in is, like I said, we're going to just use 3/4 a can of the onions because we're going to save some for the top. And that's what we're going to make crunchy, crunchy. Oh, those onions smell so good with the cream cheese. That's why I also buy the this type with the chives and the onions. We use a lot of that for recipes in this house. Okay, the other thing is we're going to not use all the nuts. We're going to save some for the top as well. And we're just going to mix this up. And it is so creamy. Can you get a picture of that? Ooh, it looks good. It's crunchy, it's creamy, and it looks and smells delicious. Okay, I'm going to add in the eggplant now. Okay. I went ahead and just turned off the stove because it is still so hot from boiling. That's why we use the same pan. Okay, we are ready to pour it in our casserole dish. And I've already preheated the oven for 350, and we're only going to bake this for 20 minutes. So 10 minutes it takes to prepare, 20 minutes it takes to cook, and in 30 minutes you have a delicious, delicious casserole. Wait till you see how crunchy the top comes out. And then the nuts. Oh, I love pecans. They're my favorite. Okay. That's what it looks like before we bake it in the oven. And in 20 minutes, you're going to see how nice and crunchy the top comes out. Okay, we took it out of the oven, and I'm going to plate it nice, and I'm going to have a little taste, and I'm going to show you that I am a woman of Philadelphia. Oh, all the flavors are delicious. Paula, I am a woman of Philadelphia. Even though my dad is from Atlanta, I have never been to Savannah, and I would love to go. So I have no more little ones at home, and my husband can sure feed the dogs. So why don't you give me a call, and I will pack my bags, and I will come see you, and I think we'll be good friends. So I'm going to wait to hear from you, Paula. Thank you for letting me be involved with this contest. The challenge was awesome. Thank you.